Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Southside. I'm Curtis Davis. I'm the Vice Chair and Zoning Chair for the Southside Area Commission. I want to welcome you all here this morning for another great announcement and more announcements to come here on the Southside. 2 years ago, I had a young man. I call him a young man since I'm older than him. Come to me and started talking about housing and some of the stuff that they'd already started here on the South Side with some other projects, and kind of gave me his overview, and we kind of went through and vetted him multiple times. We had multiple meetings with multiple stakeholders and stuff throughout the city, and now almost 2 years later, you're looking at one of the finished products and more finished products to come. Uniquely, Ethan likes to do the white picket fences, so you can go through the South Side and probably start looking for the white picket fences, and you'll know which the Patriarch properties are here on the South Side. So this has been something long coming. Again, bringing private and public partnerships. One of the things that our current mayor, Mike Coleman, has instilled in, and I know that Mayor-elect Ginther will also encourage private public partnerships along with area commissions. Area commissions do matter in this city. We've worked well with Mayor-elect Ginther and the city council folks and the current mayor to make things like this happen, and that's why when we came out with the Opportunity City, that's what makes Columbus, Ohio the Opportunity City. So everybody isn't going to freeze out here. I'm not going to ramble on. I'm going to bring up Angela Mingo from Nationwide Children's Hospital and Healthy Homes to make a couple remarks.
Well, thank you, Curtis. Thank you, everyone. We're so glad you could join us this morning. It's pretty chilly, so I think we're all going to keep our comments fairly brief. But it's certainly a pleasure to be here this morning in celebration of the partnership between Patriarch and the Affordable Housing Trust. You know, back in the fall of 2008, we stood here on Carpenter Street along members of the Columbus Southside Area Commission and many of you who are here today to announce Nationwide Children's Hospital's Healthy Neighborhoods, Healthy Families initiative. This initiative was the beginning of the Healthy Homes program, a public-private partnership committed to the renovation of vacant, blighted properties on the near South Side. Thanks to the support of the Southern Orchard Civic Association and existing residents who are part of our Healthy Homes family, more than 120 homes have been improved in our neighborhood, exceeding our original goal back in 2008 that was established to improve 100 properties. Over 55 new homes have been sold in the area, and an even greater number of existing homes have been improved through our home repair program. The housing investment that we take great pride in started right here on Carpenter Street. Through the initial efforts of the City of Columbus's Home Again program and our CDC partner, Community Development for All People, some of our most vibrant housing stock that was lost has now been reclaimed. This street represents a renaissance that's being realized through partners like United Way of Central Ohio and Habitat for Humanity, who support the vitality of the near South Side. Today, I am delighted to welcome Patriarch as a committed partner in the area. This celebration exemplifies the essence of public-private partnerships. As an anchor institution, Nationwide Children's Hospital is proud to be aligned with community partners and local leaders dedicated to strengthening our neighborhood. Thank you to Ethan, and thank you to Steve Gladman and the Affordable Housing Trust for all that you have done and all that you plan to do here on the South Side.
Thank you, Angela. I also want to acknowledge a couple other people. Two of my commissioners are out in the audience, Cassandra Patterson, who is our commissioner from Ennis Gardens, and also Aaron Sink, who is our housing commissioner here on the South Side. We'd like to thank them. We'd also like to thank Representative Herschel Craig, who represents a zigzag down in this area, but we appreciate him also being here this morning. The next person we'd like to bring up is Steve Gladman, who is the president of the Affordable Housing Trust.
Good morning and welcome to Southern Orchards. The Housing Trust was created in 2001. It was an initiative of our outgoing mayor, Mayor Coleman, and through the support of the mayor and the county and President of Council Ginther, for the last number of years, we've been fortunate enough to be funded both by the city and county to do loans to developers of affordable housing throughout the county. Since its inception, we've loaned over $109 million and created or preserved over 9,000 units. And we're very pleased to partner with Patriarch by making a loan to them to do the rehabilitation of these units and continue to add to their portfolio. As Curtis said earlier, when someone from California comes, the first question I always ask them, can't you find anything to invest in between here and California? And why are you here? And so we had long discussions about that and about the financial model. So the trust is a lender. We make loans. We expect people to pay us back. Just a reminder, Ethan. But we also have a mission, and this certainly fits our mission. The type of lending that we do is everything from permanent supportive housing, which is housing for people coming out of homelessness and needing additional services, to housing like this, which is workforce housing, which adds to the fabric of our community and helps to stabilize that. It's very important that we have private capital coming into our neighborhoods, and I think this is really a measure of success in this neighborhood, that we are attracting private capital, that investors are coming here and doing this. This project is being done only with private capital and a below market loan that we made to Patriarch. So there's no other public dollars involved. There's no other subsidy. So this is a model that works and is sustainable. So we're very pleased to have Patriarch here. I think you'll be delighted when you walk through the property to see the quality of it and what it adds to the neighborhood. So we're very pleased to have this relationship and look forward to doing more deals with you. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Someone else I want to mention, this person has been a real inspiration to me for the last couple of years here on the South Side, and it actually kind of makes me a little emotional, but Jane Abel Grody and her family and the Kelly family and a lot of the folks that have brought Reeb to fruition down here on the South Side, these are the true folks that never forgot where they grew up at, and they've come back into the neighborhood. So we want to thank Jane and the entire group from the Reeb organization. We really appreciate it. The next person I'd like to introduce, I met this, I can call him a young man too because he's younger than me. I'm starting to feel like a real old guy now, but I met him probably at least 15 plus years ago. And have been great friends. I call him a friend, and Andy is just an outstanding person, and I think he's going to lead this city to be the opportunity city and to bring opportunity to the city of Columbus. So I'd like to introduce the new mayor-elect for the city of Columbus, Andrew Ginther.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good morning, and what an exciting but chilly day on the south side of Columbus, and we are thrilled to be here today. Honored to be in my former colleague and great friend, council member, state representative. He's got so many titles, Brother Herschel Craig's district, and so thrilled to be here, welcoming a great new partner in America's Opportunity City. And we wouldn't be here today without Nationwide Children's Hospital and the Affordable Housing Trust. And want to thank Steve and Angela and their team, their entire teams, for all their support to get us here today. You know, we welcome Ethan and Patriarch Enterprises, and they've seen the progress and promise in this neighborhood in others. They've seen the years of investment and hard work by our friends at NCH and their holistic approach, improving the lives of nearby residents with their Healthy Neighborhood, Healthy Families initiative. Their partnership with the nonprofit sector called Healthy Homes got its start here on Carpenter Street and has improved more than 120 properties in the area. Now it's Patriarch's turn to help the city of Columbus build a brighter tomorrow for the families with their investment in some 300 units on the south side, including more than a dozen in this immediate area, thanks to a loan from the Housing Trust. The city has made a long-term commitment to fight blight with our neighborhoods by pledging millions of dollars to tear down vacant and abandoned structures. We're also providing grants and loans to families so they can make repairs to their own homes and raise the value of properties around them. And we're making sure that our residents can afford a safe place to call home. Some families in this neighborhood and in neighborhoods across our city are spending more than 50% of their income on their household rent or mortgage. So I've answered the call from our friends with the Affordable Housing Alliance of Central Ohio and will help address a shortfall of affordable housing units in our community. The estimated shortfall is 54,000 units. I pledge that my administration will work with the group to engage all sectors of the community, nonprofit, private sector, and other partners, to cut that number in half over the next 10 years. So I say to Ethan and Chelsea and the entire Patriarch team, as you begin your journey here in Columbus, I wish you the best of luck and welcome you to what I think is a pretty impressive team already assembled, a great community that has come together to help invest and lift the bright futures of one of Columbus's greatest neighborhoods here on the South Side. Welcome to Columbus. We look forward to working with you to improve the lives of families throughout our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. I can say that now, can I? Or, I'll
Couple
get
more
a call
days.
from Mike Coleman's office later this afternoon saying, hey, I'm still the mayor. So I'd like to bring Ethan and Chelsea up to say a few words. Again, meeting these folks 2 years ago and all the meetings and stuff that we had, and Chelsea is now a proud resident of the city of Columbus over in Marion Village. So they, a lot of times we hear, investors coming to town and, they don't seem to care and stuff. These folks truly care. They're living in the area that they're building up. They have a management group that are going out and doing inspections quarterly, checking CO2 detectors and different things. So they're invested. So they're not going anywhere. So Ethan and Chelsea.
Thank you, Curtis. I'm going to actually allow Chelsea to talk first. She's poured her heart into this. She's moved out here. She's done everything. She's literally just, I'm going to make her cry if I continue, so I'll stop. But I'm going to let her talk first. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I'm a bit cold, so I'm going to be a little bit shaky, okay? I forgot my large jacket. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, everyone here. Yeah, I did move here, and you know what? It's not just what you're going to say. It's actually standing here and seeing all you guys. I am going to get emotional. So bear with me. But when I had originally moved here, when we had originally come out, I knew that we had a purpose. I knew that we had a vision, but I didn't realize how wonderful it was going to be when it did start to come to fruition. The people that I've met, the people that I continue to work with, my construction team, Buckeye Building Solutions, all of our contractors here that work tirelessly, our acquisitions team, Brian and Chris, my property management team, you guys are amazing. From onboarding, from dealing with all of the hassles, Peter, thank you, and RL Property Management. I can't begin to express, and I guess I'll just try to just say thank you for bringing this to a vision. Our core focus is to really revitalize this community, and you guys are making it happen. And Jane, I am so honored to be able to call you a mentor of mine. You have been phenomenal in helping me with leadership and moving forward and balancing being a female executive and being able to balance having a soul in what you're trying to do and it not be the sole bottom line, but to give soul, S-O-U-L, to your work. So thank you. And Carrie, thank you as well, because you've really helped me in assessing and moving forward. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to give it to Ethan, or else I'm going to keep crying and my makeup's going to run.
Thanks, Chelsea. Wow, I think you guys can tell who's from California because we are freezing up here. My teeth are chattering right now, but I'm going to do my best also. First of all, just thank you everyone for coming out. This is a vision that has been almost 3 years in the making. This is something that we have poured our heart into, and it means so much to have everybody here today, especially, of course, the incoming mayor, Mayor Ginther, for coming out and showing his dedication and showing that the South Side is something that's going to be a priority for him and for the city and with working with you going forward. I'm just so excited. You know, we've been doing this for almost 3 years now, but I can't wait for the next 3 and the next 3 after that, because this is just the beginning. Curtis. Whew. Curtis Davis is the glue of Columbus. I mean, without him, we would not be here today. So I want a round of applause for Curtis Davis. You know, when we met, it wasn't always easy to believe in someone coming out from California and saying, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But he believed in us, and he made introductions on our behalf, and he spoke on our behalf. And that meant so much to me, because without him, I would not know anybody else here. Literally. I mean, he made this happen. So I just cannot thank you enough, Curtis. 3 years ago, when I came out here, I saw something special about this city. You know, I'm a real estate investor. Obviously, I have metrics, numbers, due diligence to do. But there was more than that. And it's the Midwest feel, it's the Columbus feel, it's the community here that makes this city so special. And I have to give a quick shout out, because I do have Ohio roots. My mom, Gail, was born in Cleveland, and she lives in Florida now, but she flew out here just for this. And I want to thank my mom for being here today. Love you. And she also did all the decorations for the most part, so she's really good at that. That spirit of community in Columbus, Curtis Davis epitomizes that. Everyone here, the leadership epitomizes that on this great city. And a quote came to mind last night when I was, 1:30 in the morning trying to put together a speech after we were working pretty late. But it's one that I have etched in glass on my desk at home, and I see it every day. It's, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. It's Martin Luther King Jr., and it's something that means a lot to me, and I live with that every day. And I will tell you right now that every person on this stage, every person out there today, everyone who has the desire to make this city a better place, they are not silent about what matters. And the South Side in Columbus, it matters. And it's going to continue to keep mattering. And this is somewhere we're going to continue to invest. And I just want to thank everyone on the stage, Representative Craig, Angela, who I've known for a couple years now and been such a supporter of, and Stephen. I mean, he believed in this. We were coming out here, and he believed in us, and I think we're seeing that today because of that belief, because of that trust that you put in us. And I want to thank you guys so much. Everyone on the stage, I want to give a round of applause. Thank you so much. So going back to 3 years ago, it was the vision that I had here. And it's not that the South Side could be great again, it's that it would be great again. And I wanted to be part of that. I wanted this vision to happen. I wanted these white picket fences to be here. I know I'm crazy for them, but I wanted those to be here, and they're there. And that's a vision that I had 3 years ago, and this is just the start of it. But there's an author that's had an impact on me, Napoleon Hill. You might have heard of him. But he has a quote that goes to that vision and achieving that vision. It's whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And today that vision is becoming a reality, but we have more work to do. And another quote by him that I think Chelsea will appreciate. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Well, we made the deadline. Well, it was stressful, and I think there was blood, sweat, and tears probably every day, and literally I had all 3 this morning, so. But she moved out here because she believes in the South Side, and honestly, there's no one here that I want to thank more, Chelsea. I mean, you've been a rock for the company, for moving out here, for believing that, it's not just about making money, it's about making the world a better place, and she believes that. I believe that, and that's what Patriarch is all about. Thank you, Chelsea. But we're not stopping here. With the help of Affordable Housing Trust and Stephen going forward, we want to continue this. This is, like I said, this is just the beginning, and we're all pulling together, and that's what's important. Now, before we cut the ribbon here, and then after that, we're going to go and do a tour. But before I do that, I have one more quote. Sorry, I know I'm full of quotes today. And it's by the same author, but it's the one I want to end on. And it's only by working harmoniously in cooperation with other individuals or groups of individuals, and thus creating value and benefit for them, will one create sustainable achievement for oneself. And that's what I want to end on, because that's what I believe the most. So thank you everyone for coming here today so much. I just cannot, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I guess we should cut a ribbon now, right?
Grab a handle there, Hirsch.
Okay.
You ready?
1, 2,
3.
Woo! Almost.
There we go.
Teamwork. Thank you.